A few things I want to touch on today. First and foremost, thank you guys, everybody who's been showing all that love, man. Everybody who's been subscribing to memberships, everybody who's been liking and commenting and sharing the music. Thank you guys very much. It means a lot. Um, Before I get into any updates or anything like that, I want to get into the word first. What's up, my bro? I want to get into the word first, and there's there's this common thing that happens, and I was just on Facebook Live talking about it a few minutes ago, but it's very easy for us. It's very easy for us to compare the closeness of the Father to our own temporary life circumstances. And the word tells us to set our minds on things above. And what that means is that our natural state of thought should not be attached to temporary things. And it's real easy. We're human, right? We're living inside of this flesh, inside of this vessel, inside of this temporary thing that our spirit is attached to for now. And it's real easy. We've been raised like that. We grew up believing that this is pretty much all there is. And I want to encourage you this morning, to the best of your ability, and I'm preaching to myself too, but attach your state of being, attach your thought to permanent things that last forever. Like we can't attach our sense of peace and our sense of joy and our sense of happiness to things that die and things that perish and things that, and I'm not talking about stop loving your family or expecting any of us to be able to completely detach ourselves from the reality of the world. We're supposed to plan and be good stewards of our time. We're supposed to love our family and our friends, and we're supposed to pour into people, and we're supposed to hurt when our people hurt. But I'm talking about our natural state, our level of contentment. Like, what is that based on? Because you can feel it inside of your spirit. You can feel it. You know that you're eternal. You know that your spirit does not die. The body ages and the body gets old, but your spirit stays young. Of course, there's diseases, dementia, and Alzheimer's and things like that. But what I'm saying is like you mature, but your spirit doesn't get old and decrepit while your body does. So what makes you think that when your body finally shuts down that your spirit does too? That doesn't even make sense. So we need to get more, we need to step more into a place where our joy and our peace and contentment are more connected to eternity than these things around us. Like, if you believe the word, it tells us that there's perfection on the other side of this for those who believe. Eternity. A place that we're going to go where we don't get old anymore. We get brand new bodies. We get heavenly, perfect bodies that don't grow old. So why are we so caught up in this? Why are we so caught up in this? This is nothing. Yes, we have a job to do here. We have responsibilities here. We have things that we've been called to do, people that we've been called to reach, an example that we've been called to set. But what I'm saying is, apart from that, like why why are we setting our level of contentment on things that perish and things that pass away? Like we can't make that make sense. An example that I use a lot whenever I'm doing shows and I'm preaching is if you have a financial struggle today, if your bank account is zeroed out, jacked up, and somebody told you that tomorrow you were going to have $1 million deposited in your bank account. Now, nothing changes today. You still have that same jacked up zero balance in that bank account, but everything up here changes. Your mood would change. The way that you reacted to things today would change. Even though your circumstances today were no different, the knowledge that you had of what was coming tomorrow would drastically impact everything about today. You'd spend your day today figuring out what you were going to do tomorrow when you received this good thing. You would know what was coming. Couldn't nobody say nothing that really got up under your skin like that? He said, have you just started doing this? You seem a bit apprehensive. And I just started doing this. No. Actually, all glory to God, I am in the FYC stage of a Grammy nomination for Best New Artist. But if you knew you had that coming tomorrow, then everything would change. Not your circumstance, but everything up here, everything inside of here. It would all change. So if we really believe that heaven is a real place, if we really believe that hell is a real place, and we really believe that we're eternal, like why is our joy and why is our contentment attached to this down here? Copy your recording. Yeah, we got hard copy albums. We don't have vinyl, we have CDs though. And we're human, so we're gonna fail miserably every day. Of course, bad things happen, we get mad. People piss us off. We get pissed off. Like I'm not talking about completely detaching ourselves from reality. He said, "What's the name of your FYC record?" It's Set Apart by #Hero. That's the record attached to it, but the category is Best New Artist. If y'all want to go to officialheromusic.com/FYC, that's where my campaign page is. I'm gonna tell you now, like all that stuff is brand new to me. It is real hard to navigate through. The Lord gave me a team of people around me that knows what they're doing, and I don't. But a little bit of the inside scoop is, so you can't. He said I submit 10 to 12 recordings each year, Zilch. So when somebody puts you up, then the only people who can vote are Recording Academy members, and there's no like public directory of those people, and there's so many rules. Like you gotta, every time you reach out to one, you have to give them an opportunity. Like there has to be an opt-out clause down there. You can't use certain words. You can't use certain. You can't anything. You can't put anything with numbers or stream counts or follower counts or any of that stuff in there. It's complicated, but and to be honest, like I thought a lot of those people were gonna be bougie and stuck up, but the people that I've been in communication with, the other recording have been super cool. And I just shot my, I shot my spotlight. I shot my shot like, hey, I'm new at this and don't really know what I'm doing. Any words of wisdom or advice, I'd appreciate it. And they just been pouring into me. And there's a certain individual heading the campaign. This is just another form of marketing and manipulation. Not for me. It don't. And yeah, show business is demonic for the most part. That's what I talked to my wife the other day, and I was like the process of it is cool, and um, it's humbling and it's amazing to be able to, be considered a Grammy considered artist and the things that come with it, and but at the same time, like if it really came down to it, as a believer, like there's a level, right, where once you get past it, God's really not active in that. And that's my belief. I might be wrong. I just know about my own personal conviction, that I'm real careful about how far I take it or how far I let it go. Um, so back to this. I think that if we were able, my wife's home. I'm about to get off here. Love y'all.